Hi, my name is Minesh Baxi, and thank you for watching. Today I have something very simple, very interesting, and easy to apply in your business life. And actually, anybody can apply this. So, what I'm going to talk about today is how to remember names using a very simple technique. Now, you may know a lot of sophisticated techniques, and you are somebody who's really, really good at remembering names. Fantastic. That's great. Then this is maybe too simple for you. But if you are somebody who sometimes struggles, you go to a networking event or you go to an event where you are meeting people and suddenly you don't remember the name of the person that you were introduced to not too long ago. Okay. And then it's embarrassing, right? It's like, I don't remember. So in that case, what do you do? How do you make sure that you are able to remember the name of the person? Now, let's first understand why you don't remember the name of the person. So please don't say, I'm bad at remembering names and all that kind of stuff, which is normally not the case. The reason you and I don't remember the name is because we were not paying attention. Come on, let's just admit to it. Like, we were not paying attention. All you need to do is pay attention. So let's say you walk into an event and you're talking to people and then you're introduced to somebody. Most likely what most people will be doing is like, hey, oh, nice to meet you. What's your name? Bill. Oh, Bill, nice to meet you. And they run away, right? There is no interaction, no real way of communicating and getting attention. Now, if you make this a habit that I'm going to teach you, it'll become easier for you. And initially, it might sound like, Manish, that's an overkill. Don't worry about it. This will work for you. Now, once you get good at it better and better, your brain will remember stuff even. Like I was at my client's wedding, and this was actually a wedding rehearsal initially the previous night on Saturday. And then I was at their home and I was meeting with people. The client's daughter, who is a college student, had her friends from fifth grade and all that kind of stuff there. There were about 6 of them. And then I went and introduced myself and we started talking. And then she introduced me to her friends, right? And then the next day I was at the wedding and the same friends were there, obviously. And when I got close to them and I started saying hi, I said the name of the person. And then there was the other person, and I said the name of that person as well. Like Christy and Hannah as an example. It's like, they were like, wow, you remember names. I was sitting at the table with a couple of people, and the next day when I met, after the wedding rehearsal, I was able to say, hi, Bob, nice to see you. David, nice to see you, etc. They were surprised that I remembered the name. So if you use the technique that I'm going to teach you, you will remember the name as well. Not basically to become famous or popular. That's not my intention. My intention is when people hear that you can remember their name, and Dale Carnegie says that the name is the sweetest sound in anybody's vocabulary, guess what? They will remember you much more positively, and they will want to do more business with you because, people do business with people they know, like, and trust. Well, obviously, if you remember their name, they like you a lot more than somebody who doesn't, right? So wherever I go, I try to remember the name of the person I'm meeting with because I don't know when it will be helpful, but I really like to make people feel special. That's just my style. So let me give you the technique. Here is what it is. So let's say you go to an event and you get introduced to somebody, and let's say their name is a little different. So we'll just start with Sherry as an example, right? And you say, hey, my name is Minesh. What's your name? She says, my name is Sherry. Great. Sherry, kind of question mark. I know there are a couple of ways to spell Sherry. How do you spell your name? Let's say she spells with an I. So she says, oh, I spell with an I. So are you saying your name is Sherri instead of Shrry? Correct? Oh yeah, Sherri. Sherry, great. Sherry, thank you. That's such a nice name. I'm glad to meet you. I'm sure we'll talk soon. And you leave. But what has happened? The first thing is you repeat it to make sure you got the name correct. Because quite often, I know I have butchered people's names, especially if they're not the names I'm familiar with. Next is you told the person to tell you the spelling. You asked the person. So the person said whatever the spelling is. You heard the spelling, you may have repeated the spelling, and you repeated the name again. This time your brain is engaged. The reason you didn't remember names before is because your brain was not engaged and not paying attention. So let's say now you have paid attention. At that time, now you remember the name. It helps if you remember something about that person. Maybe they were wearing a certain color of cloth, their hair, something unique. You might just not work too hard to connect it, but at least you have paid attention. So you've seen, maybe they have glasses. Oh, okay, so Sherry has glasses. And this is going on as easily in your brain if you're doing it over and over. Then, and again, the first time it's going to be a little bit reminder for you. So what I would recommend is when you go to the next event, take this card with you. I am going to repeat and then spell people's names before I move on to talk to somebody else. And if you do that, I promise you, you'll be surprised. People will say, wow, you remember people's names. Well, if you pay attention, you will remember anything. If you think it is important, you'll remember it. How come you don't forget where you live? Because you pay attention and it is important to you. So I hope that helps you. Today is just a very different video that I shot for you. Good luck to you. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.